What's up, you guys? SlimXTeamSymmetry here to bring you guys another one of the top 8 finishing deck profiles from our San Jose regionals that took place last weekend. And this has to be probably the most unique deck I've seen at a regionals in a really long time. This is by Joshua Medeiros. The deck was called Orichalcos Drain, and I actually just got the deck list this morning from my friend Tiny Mech. So shout out to you. Thank you for sending me the deck list along with the other of the top 8. They're on Sharks Gaming website. I'll have a link down below for those of you that want to see what topped our regionals. Um, at first sight, I saw this deck and I said, literally, like, what the hell is this? This is like the most crazy, insane anti-meta deck I've seen. As you guys can see down here, the Seal of Orichalcos isn't showing its image. DN is actually having a problem right now where some of the card images don't fully show up. So for those that wonder, this is a Seal of Orichalcos. But I'm going to get through this deck real quick and just give my thoughts on it because I've never seen a deck like this before. I did hear about a macro stun deck topping a regional, I believe, last weekend. MCole40 posted a video about it. But this is the first time that I've seen a deck, main deck, DD Survivor outside of that. So I'm just going to get into it real quick. So of course, for the monsters, we have 3 DD Survivor. With macro, it basically comes back like every single time. 3 Sabersaurus, 2 Rescue Rabbit, 3 Beast King Barbaros, and 3 Gene Warped Werewolves. The Gene Warps and the Sabersauruses take place at the vanillas and the rabbit targets, obviously. So you're able to XYZ into multiple things. Onto the spells, we have 3 MST, 2 Lance, 2 Duality, the 2 Seal of Orichalcos, which was very interesting indeed. Book of Moon, Dark Hole, that's it for the spells. Onto the traps, we have triple Macrocosmos. This deck seems to have a really good water matchup. Macro not only hurts them, but with DD Survivor, there's a lot of synergy there, of course. Not 1, but 2 Starlight Roads, a lot of heavy protection, I guess, for Heavy Storm, Torrential, Mirror Force, all the multiple mass removal cards. 2 Mirror Force, Solemn Judgment, double Bottomless, double Torrential, double Skill Drain, and double Compulsory Evacuation Device. So that's for the main deck. Onto the side deck, we have the 3rd Forbidden Lance, 2 Magic Planner, which is actually really interesting because you're able to use it with not only Skill Drain if you want to get rid of the Skill Drain, but also with Macrocosmos to draw a card, so that's really cool. 1 Safe Zone, 1 Rhoda. I'm surprised the Rhoda wasn't in the main deck, but I'm assuming the Rhoda was for the DD Survivors, obviously. 3 End of the Anubis. This card is just like shits on so many decks. Its effects that target a card in the graveyard or activate in the graveyard is really good against water. 1 King Tiger Wang Hu, more anti-meta, 2 Mind Crush, 2 Kinetic Soldier, 1 Dark Bribe, and the 3rd Compulsory Evacuation Device. On to the extra deck, 1 Shockmaster, 1 Pearl, 1 Leviathan, 1 Levier, 2 Logia, 2 Dolka, 1 Utopia, 1 Maestroke, 1 Dweller, 1 Cowboy, and 2 Stardust. He actually didn't put a 15th card according to the list. If there was another card, if anyone knows or if he sees his deck profile, if there was another card, I mean, maybe he just entered with 14 cards. But anyways, this is the most insane deck I've ever seen. So honestly, I looked at it and I thought, what is this basically? So this is like heavy anti-meta. What's interesting is that Macrocosmos comboing with the DD Survivor is really cool. Bringing back an 1800 every turn is really great. Rabbit having 2 forms of targets is interesting. I am a little confused though because I don't know why there would be 2 Logias and 2 Dolkas in the deck and no I assumed when I saw Gene Warped Werewolf that meant there was going to be Fire Fists in it, but I was wrong, so that's one thing. I'm assuming that with Skill Drain, your vanillas are basically your beaters, and they are not able to be affected by Fiendish Chain, so I'm assuming that that's why the monsters were ran. Beast King Barbaros, you guys already know with Skill Drain is broken. It's very hard to get past 3,000 beater. The Seal of Orichalcos is very interesting because giving the 500 boost and making it so that while you control face up monsters, they're like not gonna be able. You can't target the lowest one. So like if you only keep a DD Survivor on board, or you keep a Beast King on board, Orichalcos works really great, and you're not really XYZ summoning that much. I'm assuming with these monsters, you're basically just swarming the field and beating down. So that's really interesting. The skill drains, of course, put in work. If macro doesn't shut down water, skill drain will. Because basically all that's left is the divas, so that was really interesting indeed. I like kind of just how this whole deck kind of pieces together. It's very weird at first, but I can kind of see where the stun factor comes in. I know a lot of people are going to comment and say this deck makes no sense, and at first I thought the same thing, but I can kind of see the synergy that the deck has. But it's still just a very odd meta call, but I think it was definitely a good one for the fact that he ended up getting 3rd place in Swiss. So that was really interesting. Skill Drain Orichalcos wins games. And then the side deck, interesting cards, like I said, are Magic Planner. Save Zone is really good, of course. End of Anubis is an amazing card against water. I don't really need explanations for that. Wang Hu is, I guess, for little monster decks like Wind Up. Minecraft is self-explanatory. Kinetic, I'm assuming, is for samurais and for heroes. Dark Bribe for more protection, more compulse. And like I said, the extra deck is just kind of whatever. With two Logi and two Dolka, that's the only place I got confused. I assumed maybe there would be a Tiger King or maybe there'd be something in there. But since he's not running tankies or formations, they're not needed. Just with a lot of generic level 4s. There could have been other options like Pappy, which is also coming ulti, which is absolutely awesome. But anyways, let me know your guys' real thoughts on this deck. I was floored when I first saw this, and I thought, um, I'll give my best synopsis of it. I was unable to interview this player at the end of the day. It was almost midnight when the event finished, but it was really interesting to see a deck like this top and to get as far as it did. So congratulations to him. Hope you guys enjoyed the deck. Thumbs it up just for the fact that this isn't water. This isn't Fire Fizz. This isn't even, well, this is kind of, I guess, like Macro Rabbit, but like a little more crazy than that. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you guys think that this is a new starting trend with Macrocosmos to use DD Survivor because they have perfect synergy? Just let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thumbs it up, and that's all I pretty much have to say. So honest thoughts on Orichalcos Drain. I hope you guys enjoyed the profile. Thumbs it up, and thank you for watching.